A house showing was scheduled for the afternoon. The clients had requested a private viewing. They insisted on a specific property in a quiet neighborhood. The call came through as urgent, but details were limited. The woman on the phone spoke with a controlled, unfamiliar accent. She avoided giving clear identification. The request was unusual, but not impossible in real estate work. A meeting was arranged for that day. Lindsay Buziak agreed to show the property alone. She arrived at the house shortly before the scheduled time. Two figures were already waiting outside. The appointment appeared routine at first glance. Lindsay was working as a real estate agent in Victoria. Her work often involved meeting clients alone at properties. Showings were scheduled throughout the week, sometimes with little notice. The job required trust in unfamiliar people. That afternoon followed the same pattern. The property was located in a quiet residential area. It was not unusual for high-value homes to attract private viewings. Clients sometimes preferred discretion. But something about this request stood out. The caller had been insistent on Lindsay handling the showing personally. There was no interest in meeting at an office first. No background details were provided. Still, declining such requests was not always practical. The meeting was confirmed for later that day. Lindsay informed her partner about the appointment. She shared the address and timing. Precautions were minimal but present. There was no clear indication of danger. Everything appeared controlled. Until the moment she arrived. The timing of the meeting became increasingly precise. Lindsay arrived shortly before the scheduled appointment. The property stood quiet, with no immediate activity. Moments passed without any sign of the clients. She remained outside, waiting. Then two individuals approached the house. Their presence aligned exactly with the arranged time. Both appeared calm and composed. They did not engage in casual conversation. Their behavior was measured and controlled. Lindsay greeted them briefly. There was no visible urgency in their movements. The interaction was minimal. No additional questions were asked. No background was offered. The meeting proceeded without hesitation. They moved toward the entrance together. The door was opened. All three entered the house. From the outside, nothing appeared unusual. The street remained quiet. No one else was present. What happened inside the house was never witnessed directly. The interior remained silent. No neighbors reported hearing anything unusual. No disturbance was visible from outside. The timeline inside lasted only minutes. At some point, the situation escalated. Lindsay was attacked inside the property. The nature of the attack was immediate. There was no sign of prolonged struggle beyond the confined space. The encounter appeared controlled. There was no sign of theft. Nothing suggested a spontaneous act. The focus remained entirely on her. The attackers did not remain long. Their exit was as controlled as their arrival. They left the property shortly after. No one saw them clearly leaving. No vehicle was definitively linked to the scene. The house returned to silence. From the outside, nothing had changed. The event remained contained within the walls. Time passed without any contact from Lindsay. The scheduled showing had a clear end time. When she did not respond, concern began to build. Her partner attempted to reach her. Calls went unanswered. The silence extended beyond what was expected. The address of the property was already known. He decided to go there directly. The house appeared quiet upon arrival. Nothing unusual was visible from outside. He approached the entrance. The door was not fully secured. Inside, the environment was still. There were no immediate signs of activity. He moved further into the house. Then he found Lindsay inside. Emergency services were contacted immediately. Authorities arrived shortly after. The scene was quickly secured. What had happened inside became clear, but the details remained limited to the investigators. The investigation began immediately at the scene. Officers examined the interior of the house in detail. The layout provided limited points of entry and exit. There was no clear evidence of forced entry. Attention shifted to how the meeting had been arranged. The phone call became a central focus. Investigators traced the number used to contact Lindsay. The origin was difficult to verify. The identity of the caller remained unknown. Descriptions of the two individuals were limited. Witness information was minimal. No clear facial identification was established. The timing of the meeting appeared deliberate. The suspects had arrived precisely as planned. Their movements suggested prior coordination. The property itself had been selected intentionally. It was not randomly chosen. Investigators explored connections to Lindsay's work. They reviewed recent clients and inquiries. No immediate link explained the encounter. The case began to develop without clear direction. As the investigation continued, multiple theories emerged. One possibility suggested a targeted attack. The level of planning indicated prior intent. The use of a false identity supported this. Another theory considered professional connections. Lindsay's work exposed her to unknown individuals regularly. This created opportunities for controlled encounters. Investigators examined her recent client interactions. They looked for unusual requests or behavior patterns. No direct link was confirmed. Attention also shifted to the property itself. Its selection appeared deliberate rather than random. The quiet location reduced the likelihood of witnesses. The timing further limited visibility. Some theories suggested involvement beyond two individuals. Others questioned whether the suspects had local knowledge. Despite these considerations, evidence remained limited. No confirmed motive was established. The case developed through possibilities rather than conclusions. Each theory added context but not certainty. The central question remained unresolved. The case remains unresolved despite ongoing attention. No arrests have been made. The identities of the two individuals remain unknown. The phone call that initiated the meeting was never fully traced. The plan appeared deliberate from the beginning. Each step followed a controlled sequence. Lindsay entered the house under normal professional circumstances. What followed was isolated from the outside world. The location limited visibility. The timing reduced interference. The execution left minimal trace. Investigators were left with fragments. The absence of clear motive added complexity. There was no confirmed personal connection. No financial incentive was established. The encounter appeared singular and contained. The questions surrounding the case persist. Why that property? Why that timing? Why Lindsay? The answers remain incomplete.